Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the night pretty much as we started it, with the man that we started this journey with, Ming Flanagan.
All right, just the first thing to say is, and I don't know did I say it the first time, just well done to you people for turning up today. You can only turn up once yourselves, and ye have done it 100% right. And this is by far the end of it, because we have local elections coming up next May, but also we have European elections next May. And we need to get people into the European Parliament who will stand up and say, we're not taking any more of this. And if they're not listened to, we need people then to stand up in the European Parliament and tell the truth that we got to get out of the European Union unless things change. Because there is a big lack of confidence or something with the people who govern this country. We have 10 times the amount of food we need to feed ourselves. We could provide enough drinking water for ourselves in the whole of Britain. We could provide enough wind power for ourselves and enough for 10 times more of the population on top of it. We have an educated people who are second to none, well, the ones that are left. We have massive resources. And we talk about, would we be helped out on the bond market? Well, the reality is that if we get rid of this odious debt, we will still have all of those things that I mentioned there. And the reality is that the fact is that if we have all of those things, then we have all of the assets that we need. And we need to wake up and realise that fact, because that is the only way forward. Now, hopefully, we'll get the candidates to run. We're looking at one in the what used to be the Connacht Ulster area. Hopefully we'll have a candidate in the Munster area, one that you know very well, and hopefully we'll find one in the Dublin area. Because if we don't, we can't complain that things haven't changed. Because if the people aren't on the ballot paper and people don't have the choice, then things will not change. And the reason why I say that is because after the last local elections, people in my county complained about some of the people who were elected. And why did we put in Fianna Gaelers and Fianna Fáilers? Well, the reality is, in Roscommon town, even if Fianna Fáil had put up one horse's head with the human being that they put up, and if Fine Gael had put up one horse's head along with the human being that they put up, the facts are one of those horses' heads would now be a county councillor because there wasn't enough people on the ballot paper. We need to start thinking about running for election as the normal thing to do. Because my experience of it was as follows. I spent the first 10 years convincing people that, well, it was right to run for election. I didn't run in the general election because I didn't think it was right, and I spent the next 2 years trying to convince people I was right not to run in that election. And then I did run, and guess what? In a county that voted against divorce, if they had been given the opportunity, I'm sure they would have voted against contraception. They elected a man like me. And I'm not saying that in a negative sense, but it shows that anything is possible. If someone like me can get elected in a Conservative constituency, no one has any excuse. Get out there in May, put your name on the ballot paper, and I won't quote Shakespeare, don't like quoting that man. We'll quote one of the best bands of all time, Rage Against the Machine. It's time to take the power back. Thank you very much.
Just before we go on, could we just thank the Gardaí over there as well for their patience and their work here tonight, and give them a small round of applause there as well. Thanks, lads. We're going to wind up because we have to get these speakers back into Luke's car and back over to Roscommon. Thank you all very much. The way to keep in contact, by the way, there's one page I think that everybody could come in together on. That is on Facebook, Ballyhea Bondholder Bailout Protest. Okay, everything, if you come into that page, we'll let you know what's happening, where, the next event, and we'll keep you in touch and up to date. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
Marcus Howard, test 1, 2, 3.